Hello everyone, I am Zara. This is my very first video here and I'm going to talk about the new expansion of Guild Wars 2 Path of Fire from a different perspective. There are many videos out there for new players, old players, returning players, those who PvP, those who PvE, but not many talk about role players. However, Guild Wars 2 has a decent roleplay community, so I thought it was worth talking about. There are conversations about whether the scene is dying or it's getting harder for new players to join and people leaving the game, but with PoF more and more people are getting actually interested in the game, while there are many returning players as well. So this growing interest could maybe spice up things in the roleplay community as well. Even though I haven't been role-playing for about a year, when I first saw the announcement of Path of Fire, my first thought was that I want to role-play there. So I've made a small list of the things I find awesome and I was generally looking forward to experience. First of all, the most obvious one, the new maps. Not just these places are huge, but the atmosphere is something different from what we have seen. Also, this time we are getting gorgeous cities to explore. They are not just much bigger than the ones we have, but also you don't have to dodge the meta events all the time. So I can see, for example, Amnoon becoming the new hotspot for role players, and I have already seen quite a few people there, so I'm really happy about it. We couldn't really use Heart of Thrones maps as a place for roleplay, so some of us didn't even buy the expansion or had little to no interest in it, and I can see that this definitely changed with PoF. Next is going to be the lore, and well, wow, there is a lot to discuss here, and honestly, I don't even know where to start. So I decided to just pick a few things that I find really interesting, so here we go. The new elite specs. This is another thing where Heart of Thrones seem to fail, at least in my opinion. But now you can actually find NPCs around the new maps talking about the lore behind the specializations, and they actually make sense. Not just throwing new weapons and skills at you, also revenants. I would rather not get into details when it comes to revenants in Heart of Thrones, you know what I mean. This time, however, we can actually get information about the profession. The events taking place in the story may have more effect on the scene this time, at least in my opinion. You know, it's not just about killing another dragon. Even though PoF focuses more on humans, it gives us at least a few things to discuss and hopefully may change a bit the general tavern roleplay. So let's just think about this war refugee thing going on. These people are coming from an entirely different culture and there are many new opportunities. The best thing about roleplay is that you can actually add to the world story and create something entirely new. And I would love to see a conversation between a Crichton person or someone from another race and someone coming from Draco's kingdom. Also, let's not forget about those whose family came from alone many years ago. So how these characters react? And so on and so on. And another thing is that I think the masteries could become a part of roleplay as well. Even though gliding was so much fun, I don't think it was really popular amongst roleplayers, but mounts will certainly make a difference. They have personalities and they are just like, for example, rangers' pets, but this time everyone can experience it. And I could go on and on, but I think I will stop here and move on to the next thing, which is a little bit of fashion wars. Personally, I was looking forward to see new armor sets, and even though I don't really have many of the new pieces, I will show you a few on my characters, and I will leave a link in the descriptions where you can preview the new armors and weapons. The last thing I would like to talk about is guilds. Before we jump into it, I would like to mention that I play on EU, so I don't really know what's going on in the NA side. Also, I haven't visited the forums lately, so I don't really know the current situation. But before launch, there was a great interest in the expansion, and I've seen people already creating guilds specifically for the new area. I'm thinking about actually talking about the existing guilds you can join, so tell me if you would be interested in something like that. And also I'm going to start my very first roleplay guild. I actually have a story that I have been building over the last couple of months, and I'm planning to turn that into a guild. But I want to talk about it in details in a separate video. But my idea in a nutshell is that to have a group that is going to the desert and do the exploration, including riding mounts and learning about the new ally specs in character. So it's not about humans only or specifically Elonians. And the guild will get my retired minion master as some kind of a leader who will stay in the background, so that might give a hint where this is going. I generally prefer darker themes and some kind of a horror-ish or mysterious atmosphere in my stories. And I'd like to mention that my storytelling style might not be everyone's cup of tea, but we'll see how this goes. I am planning to make the next video about the guild about in a week or so, but I already made a Discord chat for those who might be interested, so you can check it out, or even add me in game to just chat or hang out or whatever. Until then, have fun and hopefully see you soon.